why
Mm.
you would ban a Bat Rider.
No,
Because then you wait the ban and then you let the puck through.
he did have that super strong side of things when the what do you call it? Was it the magic resistance that was reduced to neutral creeps, and he
Yeah, I
could
was
just farm ancients like a couple stacks in a few seconds. But then after they nerfed him, or nerfed the was it the Fi-Fi or the sticky poison? I think it was a sticky napalm.
yeah,
Then nerfed it, and he just fell off a cliff.
I don't know. Like I said, after this game, I think I want to try pause for Bat Rider because I still think the ulti is good. But the thing about Bat Rider pause 4 or pause 5, if you just play around the ulti, is that his other abilities aren't. It's not like a silence or not like a stun.
Mm.
So it's a bit difficult. I still want to see how strong the ulti is.
No, definitely. So that's an interesting pick. I think we've only seen Axe one time before during the cups thus far. I forget who played it. If you could do a bit of digging around there in Liquipedia, that would help, or even the Dota buff. But not your typical offlaner that we've seen this patch. It's been more the likes of the Mars, the Underlord, your OD, even that. So I don't know. Maybe Ratau's got something up their sleeve that they wanted to pull out with the Axe here.
No one has picked Axe actually.
Really?
It's all been like Mars. It's all been
Ah,
like Slaughter. A lot of Slaughters
Slaughter,
actually.
yeah, that was actually the one
Yeah, but
I
no
forgot
Axe.
about. Not no
I think
Axe at all.
I think most in this meta, I haven't actually seen in DPC not actually a lot of Axe. They've all been going for the Beastmaster,
Mm,
the Brewmaster, like just team fighting ultis. But Axe is a bit more. I wouldn't say slow, but he's slower than everyone else.
You are
Like
right. I don't.
Axe hits level 6, it's not that instant burst like Mars Arena straight into Sphere, straight into Godric. It's not that instant burst. It's more chip damage, which I think,
Mm.
which is why Alcy found out the meta for offlane and he went more like mid lane
I
or
will
whatever.
say, however, you are wrong. Axe has been played twice thus far in the tournament.
Axe
So I thought once.
when
So I was also wrong. I only thought once. Let me see if I can find it.
zero
If
time.
here we
Have I
go.
cost
Nazguls picked it against Ratau themselves, and Duck picked against Ratau. So Ratau were playing against it both of the times actually. So maybe they thought it was quite good, so they decided to get it themselves. They won one of the games and they lost the other, so I'm not too sure. But so that's also the mystery of the axe. The Arc Warden ban, I don't see that as a surprise at all. Ratav's brought it out twice thus far, and they've won both of those games. It just at the end of it, they were able to delay, and with the Arc going the double Midas, it was able to just destroy everyone in their path. Um, otherwise,
Ratal's bans make more sense.
mm,
I think they're less hero, I mean player dependent. I'm not too sure about the Invoker. But like on Murloc, it's awkward and Naga. You don't really ban those kind of heroes in this
mm.
meta, unless there's like a really good Naga player or like awkward and player on the other side, like maybe RDK Naga
I
or
will
something.
also check if Naga has been played by Ratau real quick. Naga's been placed twice so far. I know the once was of
WRG.
yeah, with WLG, their very first match. But it was against Murloc, so maybe they're having some flashbacks to that. And they just don't want to deal with a Naga. And the other was a match of Cthulhu's versus XD, which went the opposite way of the first. But yeah,
Oh yeah,
maybe they're just remembering their match against WRG and saying no, we don't want to play against Naga. Or maybe they were thinking of a specific hero. What would constitute a Naga ban in terms of hero selection?
mm,
Dusa?
maybe this is fine. I think Nog is mostly just really good against solo. Like he's really good against Monkey King. Because
Mm.
if Monkey King ulti, you just ulti and you get out. You also have really high movements. If Monkey goes on you, you just press your illusion and you just instantly go on the monkey. He doesn't have enough life steal.
So maybe they're wanting to pick up like a Mars, and then they ban the Naga because of that.
I'm sure Naga is also really good against like Ricky, as we saw. I think
Mm.
it was when the Naga was picked by XC Game against the Ricky. I remember very specifically.
It was against Murloc. It was the WRG game. Where
You
yeah,
said that Naga. I remember another Naga picked up
nope,
against
not against a
Platoons.
Ricky. Nope, Naga's been
What?
played twice. Once against a Techies, Pudge, Silencer, Pango, Mag, and then the WRG Naga was against a Ricky, Beast, Puck, Abaddon, Wyvern.
Hmm. Maybe it was one of my pubs games. I remember, but
You gotta check your stats there, Miles. You
I'm not
gotta.
checking anything. I don't
In your
care.
defense, I've been in every single match. So, well, actually, not every single, but I think it's like of the 23 we've had thus far, I've been in 21. So
Nice.
nice.
I, getting back into the draft,
Mm.
Murloc has picked up Puck, Rubik, Juggernaut. Juggernaut doesn't really
Ooh.
Juggernaut doesn't really lane or combo really well with any of those supports, but I think they're playing more for the Rubik's Catch, just for the Puck's ulti. But Spectre, I haven't seen that hero in
Mm.
forever because the hero is just way too slow. If you want to buy Radiant Spectre, then you can just pick Wraith King.
Yeah.
If you want Split Push, you can just pick like Anti-Mage or Wraith King with the skeletons. Like the
Yeah.
hero just feels really slow. If you want to go for fighting bolt, there's so many other better carries. If you want
Yeah.
to
I
go
feel
for
like a
tank,
if you go the Spectre Diffuse Manta, which was the other alternate build, then a Weaver would be better in that regard. Sort of being
yeah,
able to
just
pick off the back with all your slow and such.
I mean, this is probably gonna change in like a month or so. When is the Arcana coming for the
No,
Spectre?
no. Oh, yeah, that. I thought you were going to talk about the patch that's coming in
No.
2 Fridays from now.
I was gonna talk about because normally Valve when they have an Arcana for a hero, they mostly like buff it just a little bit
Mm.
to make it
Just a
playable.
tad.
So just a tad,
I
making like Desolate do like double pure damage or something. I don't know.
I do feel this patch has been it's been balanced in a way that it's unbalanced. In the meaning, my thinking of it is you have these core heroes that are so good. So your Puck, your Odie, your Jug, your Troll, your Ursa, your Mars. Who's another mid that's really strong at the moment? Um,
Like any of the spirits,
any of the
like maybe
spirits, yeah.
Roy.
It's if you don't have any of these heroes, you're gonna lose. Um, but if you have one of them, you stand a chance just because of how strong they are. But at the same time, that sort of made this I don't know the thing that the typical late game heroes haven't been as popular as Spectre has been the previous 2 years, I believe.
Yeah,
And then
Spectre was so good was because the spirits weren't as popular. Oh,
mm,
obviously they were popular, but they were playing more like DK or Husk Helmet or something. It's like
they would be your
not as
utility instead of your carry. Put it
yeah,
that way,
basically.
yeah.
And if you want to scale from early game, Spectre does not do well early game. She does decently mid game to late game,
Mm,
really well late game. But you can just pick a troll. Troll Jug Ursa does really well from laning stage to the late game.
yeah, well,
So
definitely.
it's I'm interested to see what Ratau Lebone.
Yeah, yeah, you
That
got
name
it right.
sounds so
There you go.
fancy. Nice.
Yeah,
That name sounds
but you
so
can't
fancy,
get
but
Albranas right. Like, what the?
I
What's
know
wrong?
it's not my fault. His name's complicated.
It's this- it's
What
three
is happening with
syllables.
what is happening with Murloc's draw?
Yeah, I'm being distracted here. So
I
that's
saw
a
the
mid
Venomancer. I
Veno?
didn't want to.
No, sorry.
Uh,
Pos
I think
five Veno. No,
I
offlane
think
Veno.
it's probably a mid puck.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
Odie
Okay. No,
wasn't
no.
banned. I thought Odie was banned.
Nope. That was lit
Oh
through.
yeah,
Okay.
he
So
distracted me.
yeah. Okay, I think. Okay. So yeah, three Veno and a mid puck. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
So three Veno against the Spectre. That's good. That
I think
is
they can
good.
actually. Pulse 5 Ogre against Juggernaut Rubik, right? Rubik's. Oh, is it the Abbott on the Pulse 5? I don't know the players.
The Abaddon Fling Flang, I believe, is +4. Not sure. I think no. I think
Hmm.
yeah, I don't want to go open my Excel sheet. Um, but I can tell you for sure on the side of the tower that is a mid OD, not an off lane. Obviously with the axe, that's a bit obvious. And then Smart Six is playing the carry. Duh, it's a Spectre.
Nice.
+4
Good analysis.
spec.
Good analysis.
Good analysis. It's like it seems they have picked 5 heroes. Oh.
I don't know, if Jug had a stronger lane, I think they could have definitely laned
I
the
think
Juggernaut. If the Pulse 5 was like a Rubik, no, not like a Rubik, like a Lich or Jakiro. I
mm,
think they definitely could have zoned the Spectre out at level 3, and then you let the Veno deal with the Axe.
I,
Because Jug doesn't really deal with Axe too well.
question was Grimstroke banned in the last phase or not? Because he would have done well
No.
with the jug.
Yeah, Jug Grimstroke was not banned. They banned like some carry heroes. No, some mid heroes. But why I would have wanted the Envenomer to go against the Orphlings that if you get Battle Hunger, you can just pump down a ward and just deny it. But you have to punch in like a really secretive spot. And if most axes will go that build like 0-3-2, because your Berserker Call kind of for you axe to be useful to with the counter healer, he needs to buy stats in the early game. And if you don't in the early game, you obviously don't have a lot of stats, so that's why you shouldn't really go for counter helix because you're gonna tank a lot of damage just for a bit of damage. So let's see. I haven't seen Venomancer off lane against a Spectre in like a long time, so I don't know how well the Spectre does. But I know it's gonna be a really tough lane because it's double. It's gonna be Fateful and Venomous Gale on top of the Spectre, so she's no way she's gonna get away.
Yeah.
Also, her CSing gets hard.
She has picked up the 2 rings of regen, so she's gonna have slightly more than Ricky's standard regen from that.
Yeah, Ricky's regen is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's actually. I remember, like wasn't it 8 at one point?
It was something. All I know is that these stats are ridiculous.
Then you have OD, who needs no introduction in terms of broken stats. Where is he? Where's the broken hero? Here he is.
60 damage, 6 armor,
320 move speed.
320 movement speed. Oh yeah, let's get it. I can only imagine what would make OD worse is that if he had like the attack animation of Sniper.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
That was horrible.
Okay, top lane. He does have the Photic Shield and he also has the Blade Shield. I think they can do like a lot of damage. Oh no, my little Phoenix.
Oh, he's gone.
Yep.
That was a burst there from the Fade Bolt.
Chucks is getting farm on, but he's challenging.
Yeah, he's fine.
I'm surprised the Phoenix actually went for that. I thought he was doing that because he had the Icarus dive, but then I saw the Fire Spirit and then I was really confused on why he still went for the Ruin. Maybe like a misstep.
Yeah.
Who was the first blood to Abaddon? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I guess.
But,
so mid lane, it's like I haven't actually watched a lot of Murloc's game, but I know Psycho damage was absent from like a few of the Murloc's games.
Yes, that is correct. They have used a few subs in his stead. Karma and the side of Ratau actually using another sub today as well, which is the likes of the Phoenix. So maybe that's where the bit of miscommunication came in. But yeah, Psycho has missed a couple, but the ones he has been in, he was quite dominant. Even if the game didn't go their way, he was still a force to be reckoned with, especially on Puck. I think Puck's sort of probably the favorite hero for most mid laners this patch.
I mean, it's flashy. Like the reason why the spirits are so popular in the mid lane is that it's so flashy. You can make so many moves, but most of all, you can just outplay the enemy opponents.
Yeah,
that's like the most important thing on mid that people like to play.
It was very fun. I started playing it myself after I saw how broken it was, and it's just those. I go the build where you have the Yules, Blink, and something else, so they could just never catch you. Oh, you've cancelled my Blink. Let me just disappear for 15 straight seconds. Silence you, blink out after. It's the dumbest stuff. But OD is equally as redonkulous on that side of things.
Yeah, I don't like both heroes. I just wish them. I actually quite like playing Puck. I don't really like OD, so I wish OD gets out and then Puck stays.
Yeah, because Puck you can easily what do you call it? Easily counter in the mid to late game, but that's sort of early to mid game is where the Puck really starts to get a lead if their lane went well.
I mean, the thing is that what makes a good mid laner is that if you dumpster your lane, then you can just go full like magical burst damage, like Orchid into Bloodstone or whatever, or like Orc into Yules, and you just take over the game. But if it doesn't go well and you need to be more carry, you can buy like Void Spirits and like Ember Spirit. They can go magical and physical. It's the same as Puck. Stone Spirit is like the only one that is magical.
The new Witchblade. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I haven't actually bought it on.
I don't prefer it. I prefer Yules. Oh, sorry. Ace to Faster. Going down. Smart Stick. Has the Venomous Gale on him. I think he'll just take you from the damage. Yeah. And Shucks.
Yeah, we didn't mention that this lane's gonna be extremely hard for Spectre. And it's like, the thing is that now, if this lane gets even harder for Spectre, should we have to be forced to go jungle, and Spectre jungle is really slow.
Yeah.
Unless you go for like Russia Blade Mail or anything to compensate that, but
He did get the double Ring of Regen in the start, so maybe half preparing for that in that case. I believe the old one before they remove it was to go the casual Ring of Tarask. That would be on a lot of the heroes that were lacking in the region department. Top
yeah.
silence got silent yeah. But
I think he kinda wants the creep though.
yeah, he really wants that Seder. Is he gonna die here?
Fling
I think he'll
has
die.
shield.
Uh,
He also has Fling also has
He's
boots.
dead. Oh come on.
Come on, Fling, dive in, come on. Not like this.
I'm
That's a
surprised
bad pos 5.
if the Phoenix went on body block there, he would have had much better time. But I mean, yeah, he's pos 5, so he doesn't care if he dies there in the end. Not that he would.
I mean, I'm surprised that because the first blood was on to Fling Flang, he actually got the money for the boots, and that makes the lane incredibly hard. Like, maybe if it was a different pos 5, there wasn't Abaddon that can purge off the Phoenix Spirit, then the Axe would be having more fun, but because it's against the Abaddon, like, your Battle Hunger doesn't work, and your Phoenix Spirit doesn't work against the Abaddon, so...
Yeah.
The CBT is kind of just chilling top with 23 CS and 8 denies, and my little Axe is silence kind of just on 14 CS, which isn't really good. Considering they were losing bottom lane and top lane. I'm not too sure about the mid lane. Mid lane's kind of equal, like the CS is really close, just Psycho has a bit more denies than him.
Quite close there. I mean, I'd call it even.
Yeah, it's pretty even. I actually would call it more favoring for Psycho because OD with level 3 Astro should be having way more denies, but...
But at the same time, the OD doesn't care of the small deny difference, because as soon as he gets his Meteor Hammer, he's going to run around the map just like the Puck would with his first item, so... Hell, even first Ruin. That's the really obnoxious thing.
Bottom lane, Racer? Yeah, I mean, that lane is so disgusting. You can't go aggressively, because if you go aggressive, you just get rid of the scale. If you try still to go, you get lifted back, so...
It was the Abaddon... Sorry to interrupt. It was the Abaddon was the last pick for Murloc, correct?
Yeah.
What I would have loved to see, I've just thought of this now, is they pick a Viper to go pos 3. Oop, sorry, that's that kill up top. I think that was just a simple... Yeah,
it was just...
Blade Fury with a slow and the silence. But back to my point, is you go a Viper, who does... Ooh, Smart Stick's gonna get low.
Oh no.
He won't take
He has
down
to go
in
back
front.
base.
Yeah.
And now he has to go jungle, and he is not gonna be happy with that one.
Is he going to pipe? Am I seeing that right?
No, he's going for the Uli Hood, which I don't understand. Like, he's trying to play in the lane, and their lane damage is really... It's just all magical, which I understand the Hood of the Defiance, but I don't really... Because I think you just need to give up on that and you need to go for the Blade Mail, or rush it, or do anything other than staying inside the lane, because you're going to trade like a lot of HP and a lot of mana just for like one range creep or one CS.
Yeah.
Instead of just going straight jungle. So I think Smart Trick is kind of making a mistake of going back. I think you just give the lane to Raster, the Ogre, and then you just go jungle.
At the same time, though, it is he can go for the Hood similar to how PL does it nowadays. And then if he needs to, he can always turn it into a pipe for his team. I know that's not typically what he would want to do, but if they are taking that extra amount of magic damage from the Puck, Veno, and Rubik, then there's definitely the chance he could just turn it into that. If he's got all his other items, like I don't think he'd go the straight
mid
pipe
lane,
at all.
Psycho damage, Streamcore onto Common.
Does have
I think he's still dead. The orb is coming in a few seconds. There's no... even the Rubik's yet just to get the kill or sat the XP.
Either or, you choose.
Either or.
I'm just gonna watch the Spectre here. He does have the Hood finished, does pop it, but I think the slow is too much. Yeah, he can't get anywhere near these creeps. He's just gonna die from these wards, I believe.
Nah, I don't
He's
think
got the
he'll die,
regen though.
The Rubik's here with level 5. That's level 3 Fate Bolt though. That's a lot of damage.
Oh. Come on,
Chex
Smarts.
does have the Venomous there as well.
Pops it on the Ogre instead.
Common bots.
Karma has ulti. Does only have the level 1 in the Arcane Orb though. But I think this is a kill regardless. Probably want to give it a spec. Still kill secure anyway. And then immediately...
I think it's fine for Comet to take because he was really close to his Meteor Hammer, so I think it was fine. But ideally, you do want the Spectre to having a really rough time.
That's what feels bad. Pops the self, gets scaled straight away. Fling Flang's down here now. I still love that name. Fling Flang.
I mean, the CB2 is level 7 at minute 8.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get his Maelstrom like maybe 11 minutes, maybe even probably 11 minutes. But that's gonna be really scary for the side. Oh, bottom lane.
No haunt. The Spectre actually haunted top onto the Jug. Is gonna just get hit down anyway. I think he's trying to haunt out there and throws the wrong target in the end. Well, that was the only other target because they are 4 down here. And that's gonna be.
I think there's gonna be a double kill.
Yeah.
Spinner doesn't even have dive.
Oh, this is gonna be a rough one there. Psycho damage with the double kill and the Jug picking up the Spectre in the top lane at the same time.
Oh, the CB2 can actually kill the Jug, the Axe with the Omnisect. Yeah. Oof, this game isn't looking good for Lebone.
Yep, that was... Yep, it's fine. No one saw it.
Cool.
It's fine. No one saw it.
Yeah, this happens, especially if you're gonna pick such a slow hero like Spectre in this meta. If your offlane doesn't win, and if your mid lane doesn't rotate a lot, then you just get ran at. Especially if your offlane is not having the impact and pressure they're wanting to have, it gets incredibly hard for the Spectre to do anything.
Smartsick does have the hood there, who I'm pretty sure if he didn't pop that, he might have died from the spin of the Jug. But popped it and was able to tank the rest of it. Bottom, silence.
He's only level 4 and he's gonna die as well.
Rubik calls him first before he was able to get it. Yeah, he's just gonna go down here.
Oh, the Ogre needs to be careful because the slow is still coming.
They still have the poison over. So, ooh, is he gonna? I don't think. I think he's just gonna leave it here. Leave the Rubik to die. Get a call in the meanwhile.
Oh, he gets the
well, that's
kill, definitely. He might even get the OD kill if he plays
no.
just instant TP, but
yeah.
Ouch.
Bit of a feels bad there in the end.
I mean, Puck is just free farming and Cycles. I mean, CBC is also kind of free farming, so I'm a bit worried for this. Because the Venom's going to create so much space, and you can't ignore him because he just has so much so. And so I'm a bit worried for Lebone if they don't like smoke out. It's not even. This is the main problem. Like, why we don't see that much access in DPC is that if he smokes gangs with level 6, the kill threat isn't a psycho damage in the mid lane.
Yeah, simple kill.
I mean, he has regen. But basically, I would feel more comfortable on the side of Radiant if I had like a Beastmaster level 6 where you can just easily smoke up, go kill Fling Flang, or go kill the Puck and just be out of there or take the tower really quick. But with Axe, it's a bit more slow.
Also, isn't Legion just a better Axe?
It's kind of. I think you only pick Axe because they both do lockdown. The only reason why you pick Alcy or Axe in these days is for lockdown. But it's kind of like a better. It's like kind of like a better Axe.
Yeah, I think Axe is better at the more heroes you can control because the Legion deal is essentially, well, at the higher level, it's just a very long range or long duration stun that you're able to kill a hero off with. Because the Legion isn't going to deal someone who they're going to die from anyway, so it's essentially a stun. It's not really a taunt, unlike Axe. But Axe is able to control more, but he doesn't have as much healing, and he doesn't scale late game quite as fast, I think.
Omnisash? Okay. Yeah, he got his Maelstrom just now, and I don't even think the Maelstrom is necessary, but he's gonna scale so hard.
It's gonna be in prison here. Ooh.
Oh my god, Psycho just dodged that. That's ridiculous.
And he was also able to stop the Meteor Hammer, which I think if he got that off, the psycho damage was dead there, just like Ogre right now from the Fabled Rubik. But he was able to...
I wouldn't say dead because the timing for Meteor Hammer and Puck's face shift is really tight.
So you think he opted just to Dream Coil to stop it instead of just dodging it himself?
Yeah, I think if he did get the Meteor Hammer on the Psycho, there was a good chance they would have killed him. Definitely with the ulti, but Psycho Damage was able to dodge it beautifully with his face shift.
Yeah.
And now we just go back to the Spectre. What's the Spectre queuing up?
I'm looking at this Axe down here. Fire Spirit's on Rubik. I heard a stun coming out from the Ogre. He is chasing onto the Veno.
Oh,
I've got a
what?
lot of stuff going on all around me over here. Spectre's going onto the
Okay.
Veno now with the Ogre and the OD en route. He has
Still
a...
has Venom ulti though.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh,
Oh, no.
this is a really bad fight.
Yeah, this is not going to end up well for Ratau on that side.
I think they're gonna maybe even dive the Spectre. He does have ulti and Vessel on him, so
Yeah.
smart fix.
For the Witchblade, that DPS on the end is going to
Yeah,
pop him in the end with the silence from the Waning Rift. Good
I mean,
habit.
this game is not looking good.
No. I think a tiny bit of a misplay there with the OD and the Spectre. Spectre had the dagger going onto the Veno. OD then imprisoned him to follow up with the Meteor Hammer, but I think if they just hit there instead of imprisoning, the Veno would have dropped. Because of the slow, the OD wasn't able to get close enough, and then Psycho Damage just comes in with all this sparkly magic and made a bad day. What the hell am I saying? Made a bad day for the Tal.
The main difference right now between
Oh no,
silence. Oh no.
Rubik's.
Oh, that's a level 4 Astro. I think he's just dead from the Astro.
Oh, he'll die from... I don't...
I think he's gonna die from the point. He does have Venomous Gill. Oh no. Okay.
Kill secure.
I've never seen this much farm on the offlane.
Yeah.
It's like a ridiculous amount of farm, and now these two are just creating so much space, and they're forcing so many react. They're basically 2v4ing and like winning really hard. And then CB2 has Omniscience, so he gets secure anyway. So
Spectre
top lane, hello
is
Spectre.
gonna have a bad day with the puck. The Dreamcoil. Okay, I think that's gonna end it up. Well, the OD might be able to make a play here.
He's in the trees though.
Yeah.
Oh, OD.
Oh.
Swansea only has dagger in like a few more seconds.
Yeah.
And then Psycho has ult in a few seconds.
Ooh. Does have the Witchblade proc though. And that's gonna pop him. And the Phoenix Egg is gonna go sunny sides up.
I think maybe if the Phoenix did an egg and instead of Sunraid, I think the tick wouldn't have been enough for the Witchblade, but not too sure. That's cutting it really.
It is a lot of Witchblade damage. It's 100 DPS on that side.
I mean, what am I supposed to commentate on this game? It's just...
Well, you can just focus on Psycho. He's gonna kill this guy.
I am focusing on Psycho
There we
because he's like everywhere. And oh, comma? Is he gonna get the meme? No, he's gonna.
No, he's way too late. Anyway, you gotta hit it when it's on the H of the banished. Then it'll be near tick perfect. But well.
Spectres. The main problem right now is that they don't have a clear offlane or ulti that can kill. The only time right now, what Lebone can do is to smoke up with the Sanity Clip and with the Axe Cutting Blade and just go try to burst someone. But they can't find Psycho because even if he's weak, he just can get out. They don't really want to kill the Vandomancer because he has Vessel and he has Mech and he has a Rubik behind him. So even if the smoke gang is, I don't know who they kill. I mean, they can kill a lot of people because they're on the side of Murloc. They're so really squishy, but it's so hard for them. Like it's gonna have to commit 5 heroes.
Yeah. I think the easiest target would be the Rubik, but then you're only getting that kill, and then everyone else is gonna just follow up on you.
Needs to be kind of careful because CP2 does have Omniscience for this. Oh wait, no, he doesn't. Oh, where did he go? Oh,
He wanted mid to the stuff I was watching as Ace of Ace goes down from the Veno. Oh, I think that's going to be a dead spec just from the Imprison.
I don't know. Level 4 Dispersion?
Yeah, it's gone. Dispersion, does it reduce or does it just reflect? I always forget. Damage reflected, it doesn't reduce, yeah. So I think the Rubik with that long cast range is actually ridiculous. Yeah, that's very far. He can imprison the tower at the moment.
I mean, this is what I like teams when they pick Rubik for. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this, but I like when the teams play Rubik less for the spell stealing and more for the catch that he's able to have. Because he gets 250 cast range from his E, and then on top of a cast range talent at level 15, and then you get like a keen optic and the ether lens, you can literally catch someone. Like how Void Spirit or Stone Spirit would catch. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, Psycho? I think those Silent just cutting waves, trying to get some farm there.
He's trying his hardest.
I mean, he brought Psycho back, but CB2 is just here and he's going to have a nice little fun with face-to-face stuff.
Wait, how did the
Yeah, what?
where did the Phoenix
Where
die?
the Phoenix die? What the?
Did he just get like a vessel? Did he just die?
I think maybe. Ooh,
Oh
Karma's
no.
just gonna go down there from the only slash. I
Game
mean,
is looking.
yeah. From the spell cooldown, I think that was just a Fade Bolt that ended up killing him. Does do 409 damage, so I think he might have thought he was in the okay there.
I mean, good thing for Ratau Lebone is that they do have the blink axe, but Rubik has Astral Imprisonment, so you kind of get countered by your own OD. So it's kind of just based on this, how strong can Spectre mid game farm, and how strong it is. So, sorry, like I guess Psycho's so far.
Oh my word! The Dessa Witch player coming out. I think if you see this go long enough, I think he's gonna go the physical build in the end. CB2 and Chucks take down another. Just
what, the Spectre?
Or
sorry, like the Puck?
Oh, the Puck. No, the Puck's gonna go the physical damage.
Oh.
It just looks good this game, you know. I mean,
yeah, I mean, if you're so far ahead,
yeah,
you can, and there's no really targets. You can kind of just go for. I still don't know the balance between if you're really far ahead to whether buy Orchid or whether to buy Desolator, but that's all dependent on who you try to gank.
Yeah.
Like, I would 100% go for Orchid against a Juggernaut, but if it's against like a Lifestealer, then I probably want to go for.
But just watch this damage now from it. Oh, it's insane, and that's going to be the dive in through the Icarus with the egg on top. Does get the call on from Silent. I think this egg is going to pop here. It's not going to go sunny side up. It's going to stun on the likes of the Puck and CB2, but there's not going to be any
one Grieve, one Healing Ward, and
yeah, all the damage gone. Yowza. And on top of that, did the Rubik ended up stealing the egg? He didn't. He kept the Astral in prison himself.
No, I think Astra's is way better.
Yeah, it is.
Like the Supernova is flashy, but I think the Supernova, if you want to not throw the game, it's just
CB2 taking some damage from the tower now. He tried to put the aggro off, but he's going to take another couple tower hits. Oh, Karma does get the ulti on CB2 in the end there with the Sanity's clips. Oh my word! I think he's just going to take down from the vessel and the Venom here.
Karma, not like this.
Yep, not like that. Wait, Karma though. Oh, sorry, not Karma. Silent. Anyway. Do you think they're just going to continue here, or do they maybe go Roche when the Jug's back?
I mean, they can continue on bot because they do have the Venomancer with sustain, and Greaves are up in like 20 seconds, but all else they're just going to go...
that is...
An Ancient is...
What? Did he do it on the towers? He didn't.
Whoops. No, he did it on the Ancient.
Whoops, indeed. He must play Imber Dodo a lot.
I mean, Intimidation.
Yeah.
It's gotta be Intimidation. That Ancient's looking real big.
He's got 100 plus move speed now. Woo! Oh, the lift up. The Sunray!
I mean, they're not even right-clicking him. They're not even right-clicking any of these here. They're just poking and poking.
I think it was the Dessa though. Oh, the double call on there. Doesn't actually get psycho damage, but the Faithful coming through massive. Ulti triggered from the likes of the Abdon. Karma hops in with the Imprison, but it isn't going to get anything from it. Psycho damage coming onto his ass now. With
There's no ways.
No. But there's going to be a little pop up. Rubik's just controlling him there. He wants the kill for himself. And
pretty sure the game's over.
Yeah. I mean, Spectre's back. He got his whole...
But he doesn't have any farm.
He got power treads in the meantime. I think this is definitely going to be game one from...
I mean, it's just so hard for LeBron to do any damage because you have the Abaddon and you have the Greaves so early. So I think for LeBron, they just need to think. I mean, their draft was fine except for the Spectre, which is way too slow. But it's just I think in order for your plan to work, you have to emphasize more on the lane because they lost all 3 lanes, and it's really hard for you to execute your plan to hit your timings if you lose the laning stage so hard.
So if they are going to go for that hero that needs a bit of a better early game, they need to support him in the lane or take a mid laner that can help in that. I guess the OD was around that sort of thing, but I think Psycho Damage was just able to outperform in the mid lane. And that's going to be game one of Ratau versus Murloc in this best of 3. So we are going to see if Ratau can hold themselves up in the tournament, or if they'll be able to send Murloc packing in the reverse sweep 2-1. So join us in about 10 to 15 minutes for game number 2. We'll see you guys then.
Puffy's going to come in, push him here. He's going to find him, unfortunately not going